What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Coming at you guys, well, with another market wash today. My voice is like 95% finally back to normal, and it feels good to be doing videos on the regular again. Another little fun fact, guys, I stream on Twitch TV, YGOPaisano. I've been doing a lot of master duels lately, and to be honest with you, I'd greatly appreciate if you want to go over and check it out. Once again, all you gotta do is hit the follow button, click my link down below for Twitch, and check it out. I'm gonna have some Twitch gameplay probably on this channel, as well as the recent deck I'm playing, which is branded Despia. It's probably one of my favorite decks in Master Duel right now. I'll have a lot of other decks, but right now, it's branded Despia. I'll have some videos, some deck files. It's all gonna be on this channel, so keep an eye out for that. But going to the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, Photon Hypernova is the next set that we got to be ready for. It's a set that I think is going to change the game. Now, we know Kashira Telements is going to be more than likely the best deck out there. Arguably, maybe equal or not better than regular Telements now. But that doesn't mean that Photon Hypernova is just, that's it, it's done. In fact, I would argue we actually might see more stuff coming up with Branded itself, and we'll probably do videos talking more about that in the future, but the prices of Branded are reflecting that in the market. But Kashira Telements are going to be more than likely the most represented deck in the game. So even if you don't want to buy these cards, if you pull these cards, or you own already Kashira Telements, you might want to consider either selling them or using them. In fact, any of the Kashira cards right now are cards I would definitely recommend you keep an eye on. Once again, if you go to your locals and you win some packs of Darkwing Blast, and you pull a Friendlier, pull a Unicorn, here's the question. Are you going to play it? No? You're going to want to sell it. Now, yes, you can wait to the release of Photon Hypernova, but doing it early ensures you have extra money for the release of Photon Hypernova. So maybe you want to play Branded, or maybe you want to take that money and go, you know what? I just want to play Flunderies. It's your choice. It's always been your choice. But make sure you make the right one for you as a competitive card player. The price of Kashira Friendlier right now is roughly around $70. This will swell up a little bit up with the release of Photon Hypernova, but quickly go down. Same with Unicorn, in my opinion. These prices will go up, go down, then immediately go back up again when the deck starts seeing play, if it does. And if it doesn't see play, it's going to tank. But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with these cards. You know, Ghost Reaping Winter Cherries actually just went down in value. The market price shows it right there to be $32. Is it? Well, it's kind of hard to say. The current value of the card right now is roughly around $40, despite the fact that people bought a day ago at $30. So what's happening with Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries? Well, this is the highest rarity version of the card. Everyone's looking at OCG and seeing what Kashira Telements is doing over there, and they're seeing Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries just absolutely wreak havoc. Kashira Telements can take a card out of your extra deck, which is already detrimental. Imagine doing that, but then responding back with a Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Oh, you're taking one of mine? Cool. I'm taking one of yours. An extra deck monster getting removed from play is pretty broken. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to slowly change the way they play their entire deck. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are taking Telement Crime and throwing it into the side deck, and I think with the release of Photon Hypernova, that card might make its way back into the main deck. Nevertheless, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries is a card a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to get, and I do think the value of this Ultimate Rare will increase like we've been talking about forever. You know, looking over at Amazing Defenders, the values are all over the place. This is still pre-sale value, but comment down below. Let me know, is there anything in Amazing Defenders that you really like? I mean, is there anything that really reaches out to you that you need to get as soon as possible? Don't get me wrong, I really like Rescue Aces. I kind of want to grab that for myself, but is it time to grab it now? I don't think so. I think Rescue Ace is a great deck, but it's not going to really do anything in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta in the long haul. And I do think even though they look really cool, the cards are really fun to play with, it's not really necessary to get them now or to rush for them right now. Listen, number 101 Side of Honor Arc has been rising in value, which is really great, but nobody cares. Number 101 Side of Honor Arc Ghost Rare out of Legendary Duelist Duels from the Deep. Ghost Rare is $21. This card sees absolutely zero play in TCG. This card only sees play in, I believe, one of the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Time Wizard formats. That's it. And the sad part about this card is, and I don't know what card he decided to make this a Ghost Rare, number 101 Side of Honor Arc has an Ultimate Rare around the same price, in theory. The prices went down, you can see over here, but, I mean, listen, it's still, $26, making this card more expensive than the Ghost Rare. Swing and a miss, Konami. Alright, then we have Flunderies in the Advent of Adventure. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are really worried about Flunderies. Some are playing Flunderies, and some are not. And the ones that are playing them, well, they kind of know really what to do. They don't really care about losing barrier saturated. It will be a detrimental hit, but if barrier saturated was to go away, the deck's still a really good deck. And I feel like every Yu-Gi-Oh player disrespects Flunderies by not knowing what they do or really building their deck to even have Flunderies in mind. Look at the previous YCS deck list, all their side decks was talking about Flunderies. They were ready, and that's what you always have to be. But if you're playing Flunderies, I mean, you might be happy to know that, well, your values are kind of cheap. Maybe you won't be happy, I don't know. This card is $13 for Flunderies and Advent of Adventure, making Flunderies almost a budget deck. Yes, you do need Pot of Prosperities, and you're gonna need 3 of those. You can't run Extravagance, but Prosperities is better, so, Flunderies can be budget. And to be honest with you, I do think Flunderies is still one of the best decks in the game that doesn't get the right amount of respect. Despite the fact that how many tops have had in YCS recently? You gotta realize, if you got an event where a majority of the player base is playing, I don't know, tier elements, and a very few amount is playing Flunderies, go to the few amount of players and say, hey, listen, one of these will get second place, they're gonna be pretty excited. You might even want to get some of those tier 1 players, tell them that, they might flow over to play Flunderies. And that's a realization. Just because everyone in the room is playing one deck, let's say everyone in the room played Cloudians. We know they're not good, right? But if everyone's playing Cloudians, you get one tier 1 player, hey, listen, you have a chance of winning the event. But there's a bunch of Cloudians here, so they will definitely top. I'm not saying Tiddlements is a bad deck. I'm just saying Flunderies is a really undervalued, underrepresented, and disrespected archetype in the game. Alright, then we have Water Enchantress of the Temple. This card has been rising fast. You got the Ultra Rare being $14, the Ultimate Rare being $32, and the CR just absolutely insane. The crazy thing about this is, and we pointed this out the other day, but I really want to keep pointing to this because this actually might see playing the TCG right at Iron Zero's well beyond $100. The Ultra Rare, $40. Once again, did you keep your adventure package or did you sell it? Real question. You know, I keep talking about Book of Eclipse, and I really want to emphasize to everybody that you need to grab your playset. This card is a staple side deck in the OCG. Here in the TCG, won't be surprising that this card becomes a staple, well, side deck card as well. With that said, are you going to play it? Do you going to get it? Do you have it? And which one? I mean, the dual deficit Ultra Rares are 85 cents. Astropack Super Rares, they're not $4. No shot. They're roughly around about $10 each. Any other version of this card, by the way, is dirt cheap besides that. I don't think this is a card you really need to get the high rarity of, because highest rarity is kind of like, it's all over the place. Ultra Rare, Super Rare. In the OCD, they probably have a set higher rarity, but we don't. So, Ultra Rare would be good enough for now, to be honest with you. All right, listen, I'm not gonna do the thing where I tell you that Maxi should go off the ban list. People are dumb enough to think it shouldn't, despite the fact that Telements is like one of the most represented decks in the game. What I will say is, even if, hear me out for now. When I first started about Maxi on this channel, it was roughly around $200, arguably $250, depending on if you want a near mint or lightly played. That was probably when the first time I mentioned Ultimate Rare Maxi. I have been wrong every single ban list. The price of Maxi, when I first mentioned it, was $200, $250, and if you bought a playset, well, sorry, you made a little over 300% of your money. I know, not 400%. I'm sorry, 300%. I've never been so happy to be so wrong in my life. Had Maxi got reprinted and came out a long time ago, the value would have went up and then went down. Greedy Konami, because I know where it makes Maxi a Pharaoh's Rare, Ultra Rare, Secret Rare, Collector's Rare, Starlight Rare. Hell, they might even make a new rarity. Give me your money rare. Like, it doesn't matter. The value of this Ultimate Rare will go down. I said many times on the channel before, I own a place of the Ultimate Rare Maxis. And if this card came off the ban list, I would heavily consider selling, or at least thinking about selling, my place at Ultimate Rares. Because I got them at such a dirt cheap price point. It's insane to hold them if Konami will more than likely, I'm only my guess, come out with a high rarity. My guess is going to be Starlight Rare. Let me know which rarity Konami's going to try to rip out of our pockets next. Power Duality is probably a good time to sell this card. Now, once again, I just said everything I said about Flunderies, but Ultimate Rare Power Duality has been slowly going down in value. You can see over here being roughly around $251 about 3 months ago. The current value is almost $190. The reason why this card was worth a lot of money is because it's seen play in Flunderies, and I do think Flunderies will still see play. But excuse me. But is it really worth it holding on to Ultimate Rare Duality? Well, if you're playing Flunderies, the answer is obviously yes. But if you're not playing Flunderies, then it's no. I have 2 ulti dualities. I just list them online. Just giving you a heads up what I'm doing. I'm getting rid of mines. Let me know what you're doing. You know, Chaos Hunter saw play in the OCG, and then it didn't see play. And now it's starting to see play again. The question always remains, will Chaos Hunter see play here in the TCG? The value looks like it's going down, I mean, heavily. And when you look at our first version, we'll go to name and lightly played. It's roughly around $34 a copy. Myself, personally, I want to place this card. I've never gotten rid of this card. If you want to get another rarity, there's tons of other rarity, but Secret Rare obviously is the highest rarity. Once again, it's up to you what do you want. What do you want to do with this? Me personally, I'm holding on to my play set. I don't know if it's going to see play, but it's a great card to be honest. And I do think this card has been highly undervalued and underrepresented in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future it does see play. In fact, I almost am counting on it. I think this is a great hand trap that has been disrespected, has not seen as much play. But I highly recommend if you are looking to play, you're gonna want to add this to your deck. You're gonna want this to your list. And if you don't want ultimate rare, no big deal. There's still ultra rare at a Magnificent Mavens. It's 29 cents. It's a pretty good buy. Then we have Blacklisted Soldier, Soldier Chaos. So this card is in a weird position because I don't know which one's really good value. I personally don't care about the Pharaoh's rare, whether it's secret or ultra. I don't care about that. I'm more interested in 2 other rarities: Ghost Rare, $105. Or the Ultimate Rare at OTS Tournament Pack 17, which is tanked, by the way. It used to be 62. The value right now is roughly around 47. It has tanked in value. But to me, it doesn't matter. It's only 2 rarities. Now, normally I like the highest rarity, and you might go, well, V, it's obviously the Pharaoh's Rare. I don't think so. In fact, personally, I think it would be either Ghost or Ultimate Rare. I am more a fan of Ultimate Rare. I think Ultimate Rares look better. It jumps out more. But I wouldn't blame anybody if they was to get Ghost Rare. Those are rarities I like. The reason why I'm mentioning these rarities, because with Kashtira's, you can easily use Blacklisted Soldier, Soldier Chaos. So, it's definitely a card you want to consider. Another thing you want to consider is go to my website, YGOPaisano.com. The Ghost is a full collection. There are only 2 sets of this collection left. That's it. And they're gone forever. I'm not getting any more in. So, if you want to grab some of that, you can go grab those Ghosts of collections. They will sell out. And I'm telling you right now, if you ever want them in the future, you're going to want to be looking at eBay. And they're probably going to be sold for double the price, which they are being sold right now on eBay, by the way. If you want any other field centers and tokens, I have it all. Go to my website, YGOPaisano.com. Go check it out. Absolutely gorgeous. Everything has like a CR, Hunter's Rarity kind of feel to them. Absolutely beautiful. I am getting more field center and tokens coming in. I believe I'm getting some Tiedemann ones coming in. That should be coming in within a couple of weeks by the end of the month, so keep an eye out for that. These are absolutely gorgeous field center tokens. Every Yu-Gi-Oh player wants to rock these. The ones who are getting compliments up and down. And to be honest with you, I don't blame them. These are absolutely gorgeous. And if you don't own one, you definitely want to go ahead and cop one before it's too late. Because I only get a set amount of these. Alright, so in my videos, for those who stay to the end of the video, we're doing a bit of a giveaway. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Spooky Dogwood. She gave me so many wins. The guys at my locals hated it. I love, and comment down below, let me know if you like the same way. I don't go to play Yu-Gi-Oh to make friends. I don't go play Yu-Gi-Oh to interact or engage with people. I'm a shut-in. I don't like leaving my house. I don't like to go out and have any kind of conversation. I play Yu-Gi-Oh to show that I have the best skill. I like to rock the best things. Obviously, my gorgeous looking field centers. And I love when people at locals get mad at me for just going in and doing what I do, which is whipping ass, getting kids to hate cards. Comment down below if you ever had a situation where you go to locals and everyone's trying to beat you because you're the person to beat. And if someone magically beats you, they freak out. I beat blank. And they go crazy and get excited. I enjoy that because they climbed the mountain and went to the top. And I like seeing that. Myself personally, as a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player, I'm personally always climbing the mountain, and I'm personally always playing the most competitive, hopefully most highest rarity, best of the best deck boxes, best field centers, the best of the best of the best of the best. That's what I like to do. Well, now that I'm more older and I can afford it. With that said, this resonated with me so much. I love the fact that you played a card that everyone hated. Everyone got upset. Everyone's probably annoyed about you about it. And you know what? Al V, no dual world. You win this, my friend. This is yours. What you want to do is hit me up on Instagram, not Twitter, Instagram on my Discord. Hit me up, give me your address, and I'm sending this to you. And you can rock this right in front of everyone's face and get even more jealous. Hey, listen, there's only two types of players in Yu-Gi-Oh! Winners and losers. And if you want to be a winner, you got to play with the best. You got to rock the best. And it doesn't necessarily mean playing Telements. Hell, there are people winning out there right now, going in the locals, playing Exorcisters, playing Flunderies. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players just rolling their eyes. Oh no, Bill's here. Yeah, Bill's going to clap your cheeks and take his prize support because you ain't as good as he is. That's the reality. And Bill's coming in for the wins. So, once again, that resonated with me. Good. I'm glad people hate that. Let people hate it and let it fuel you, especially when you get one of these gorgeous things. So, once again, hit me up on either Instagram or hit me up on my Discord. I'll send this out to you today. I'm not going to do another giveaway yet. I might do some on my live stream. And if you want to check the live stream out, make sure to check me out. YGOPaisano. I'll do good with my live stream. I'm not sure when I'll live stream. It's kind of sporadic, but definitely check me out. It's your boy V. And you guys also have a great day.